Yo, Sana, I was never ready to see AI version of Linkamva. So it's finally Linkamva's graduation party. When I tell you that everyone came through for Linkamva, including Zolega and Lazarus. They made a huge graduation celebration party that was hosted in Sandega's house. And of course, this came as a huge surprise to Utumega and Uhlati, as they never expected it. Well, young Yanga, thinking with a young mind and a naive mind, she thought it would be nice. It would be such a cute gesture if she were to do something for her parents so that they will feel Yanga's presence within them in the room. So we all know about AI. AI nowadays, it does the impossible. Okay, whatever that you thought it's impossible is very much possible with AI. So Yanga created a version of Yanga wearing his graduation clothes, wanting to send a message within his family. Oh, Sana Utumega broke down right there and then. And I definitely think, and I'm afraid that Hlati was right about Utumega. I don't think Tumega will be able to take this as a cute gesture. I don't know if it's gonna rub Utumega in a sort of way, because we saw that Tumega was now healing. Tumega was now willing to let go that, you know what, it is what it is. Things in life happens. Linkamva is not with us in a way. She have to move on, whatever that moving on means, but it has to happen. But as soon as she sang Amva, I was so shocked also. I was just never ready, okay? I don't know. It feels like it's have taken Utumega 100 steps back. And the whole family was just shocked, honestly. No one was happy. But yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see tonight. How will the family react? So do you think young Yanga went too far trying this cute gesture for her family? Attend Nkava's graduation. And I don't know, to me it does seems like Uhlati really is putting Tumega's feelings, because he's like, no, we cannot attend this graduation because it may bring back old wounds that we all think that they have healed, But Utumega is like, no, I'm good and strong to go and attend my son's graduation. Listen, I do not have a problem with attending my son's graduation. But then Utumega started to take Nkamva's picture and talking to Nkamva as if Nkamva is here, or as if Nkamva will actually be present on that graduation day. He will be the one who will be collecting his degree. And for some reason, Uhlati started to feel sorry for Utumega and her mental health, thinking, no, this cannot be a good thing for Tums. It can really take her back to depression. I'm like, is Hlati being content? I'm not sure. Anyway, now they're having dinner, and Tumega and Linkamva are talking about the graduation. Tumega is even talking about getting more tickets to invite more family members. And for some reason, Hlati got annoyed and be like, listen up, huh? No one is going to attend that graduation party, not under my watch. Well, Uhlati, he always have controlling tendencies, and that's one thing we know about him. He's like, I am the man of this house, and what I say goes. So therefore, as long as I am still the man of this house, I say absolutely no one will attend the graduation party without my consent. No one is going there. And I'm just like, why every time I feel like Tumega and Hlati's relationship is improving, it goes back? I feel like the relationship is improving, it goes back. Like, what? These two, I don't think they were made for this marriage thing. Meanwhile, we were about to witness the biggest argument between Lazarus and Tumega, and Zolega, because they are disagreeing on taking Luandle's offer. Honestly, I'm team Tumega on this one. I'm just like I just cannot believe that Luandle is willing to go through this length just so that he can diss or just so that he can betray his dad. I'm like, wow, Lwandle must be one of the most heartless child to ever exist. It's one thing to be angry at your parent, it's another to just completely want to go off board and make sure that you totally betray and backstab your parent. Lwandle. Yo, Inimba, this week we are going to experience Hlathi's anger once again. I really don't understand what is Hlathi and Ithumeka fighting about this time around, because it seems like they have made peace with Zethu and Xolani's relationship. They are willing to move forward. They do not want the relationship between Zethu and Xolani to divide the family, and they are willing to work with Xolani's parents. But this week, what we saw, Hlathi shouting and yelling and saying he is the man of the house, and whatever that he says, it goes. It's got Younger scared, okay? Now, was ungrateful Lwandle? Let's talk about Lwandle's ungratefulness. Honestly, Lwandle going and approaching Khusela Lazarus that he wants to sell his shares from Zondo Tech as another level of ungratefulness. He says that he wants his father, Signy Zondo, to feel another next level of being betrayed. And I'm like, honestly, at this point, I am so confused. What did Zondo, or rather Signy Zondo, do to Lwandle? Like what? Okay? Because it's not even Signy who organized the thugs in prison to beat up Lwandle. Like, Lwandle is an ungrateful, spoiled breast. But, but I feel like Signy deserves it in a way, because Signy also has let Mawethu down. Mawethu desperately wanted Zondo Tech shares, but Signy was not coming into the party. He was like, no, you're never going to get these shares, this, that, and the other thing. And that has deeply, deeply, deeply wounded Mawethu. Even when Mawethu finds out that Lwandle now have shares, you could tell that he was sad. He went and confided in his girlfriend that, hey, this is happening and this is not happening. But it does seem like Mawethu's girlfriend will then find out that Lwandle is selling his shares to Lazarus. One thing about Mawethu's girlfriend, she can separate work and pleasure. I love that girl for that, okay? It's never easy to separate work and pleasure. And when I bet you, she will not tell Mawethu that she have this information about Lwandle selling his shares to Lazarus. Now, Zolega is not keen to the idea of Lwandle coming back to work for Khusela Tech, because what Lwandle wants is to come back and work for Khusela Tech whilst he has sold his Zondo shares. But it seems like Lazarus enjoys the control. He will definitely find pleasure in making sure that Signy Zondo regrets, or rather he owns parts of Signy Zondo's company. Things are about to be shaky. Zolega is not keen to the idea, and Lazarus is like, with all the respect, ma'am, this is not your decision alone. I, as the owner of the company, have made a decision that I will take Lwandle back to the Khusela Tech. Yeah, guys, like I don't know. I feel like Lwandle is ungrateful, but I cannot wait for Signy to actually be pissed off by what Lwandle, the betrayal that Lwandle is planning for him. I'm just like, okay, I cannot wait for this. Also, I don't know how will Mawethu feel. Will he be laughing as well when he finds out, oh yeah, look what your beloved son has done to you. Yeah, guys, a lot is happening on Inimba this week. Also, we are set to experience a wedding of the century. When is this wedding coming? Sana Zoleka is back on Inimba, and being a boss babe that she is already rubbing shoulders with Ukawikazi. Now, of course, Ukawa felt a bit entitled to be the manager of Linkamfa projects since it was her idea. Zoleka feels like Kawe still needs a room to grow a bit, be a bit matured, be wise up when it comes to a business. Of course, Kawe feels a bit offended by this. Like, what do you mean? I came with this idea to begin with. And Zoleka's like, it's not the same thing, babe. It is not the same thing, okay? And yeah, it seems like Kawe is just still a bit sore at home, and Uzoleka had to just put her straight. Now, guys, I also heard that it will be Zoleka's rehearsal wedding dinner this Friday. Sana uyachata Uzoleka. Now, we have Uzethu, who is back from her leave. And at her surprise, she found out that Lwandle is also back in the company. And this is Signy saying, listen, baby girl, you either have to find a way to work with Ulwandle or leave. And we know that Uzethu doesn't have a choice to leave. I mean, she have a baby on the way. She will leave and go where exactly? Now, we also have Uhlati and Ulimise not happy about Uxolani's announcement, whereby he announced ukuthi him and Zwethu are official now. I think it's a real thing, and they're gonna raise a baby together, and they're gonna figure out life together. For some reason, that rubs Limise in a wrong way, and Ulimise encourages Uhlati to say, hey, bro, if you are a real man, if you are a man's man, if there's one thing that you're gonna do is to go and you will go and talk to your brother, to talk to Xolani, to end all this nonsense of a relationship. And he's like, okay, clearly I'm not a man's man, because, Uhlati is like, okay, I will do it, okay? But you can tell when Uhlati was having this conversation with Uthulani, his brother, Uthulani, that Uthulani is a bit uncomfortable. It's like, whose idea was it in the first place? Was it yours or was it your wife? And I'm like, that's a good question. Ask. Because at this point, clearly, we all know that Uhlati is incapable of making his own decisions where his wife is involved. I absolutely see nothing wrong with Uxolani stepping up and being there for Uzethu, and actually even be willing to raise Linkamfa's child. Now, we all know that Ulimise is going to be jealous since Uthandeka is not going to be an evil mother-in-law. Thandeka is going to be so loving and so welcoming towards Uzethu, and this will not make Uthumeka happy. Sana, the drama. One thing we cannot deny is that Azande made his family extremely happy when he decided that he is going to initiating school in Tabeni Kaloku. And last night's episode was one of the epic episodes, okay? However, I may not understand Xhosa customs, but Azande was wearing a whole crop top whilst he is preparing to go to Ntabeni Kaloku. The shirt that he was wearing, I was not impressed at all. And I was under the impression that when Xhosa men come back from Ntabeni, they would be wearing, Xhosa attire maybe. I don't know. Nomncwazi kaloku sana. Umncwazi is very important, even though I am not Xhosa myself. But honestly, I am not impressed about what Azande was wearing whilst preparing to go to Ntabeni, a whole skinny jean and a crop top. We could see umkhaba wakhe. I'm just like Azande. I refuse to believe that this is acceptable within the Xhosas. Anyway, Zolinga is finally back. Baby girl Utsinjekri and made her exit. Listen, Ustribo truly did Mrs. Uzolega meant to say, because that kiss was disrespectful, Sana. I mean, in front of the elders. No, they could have waited until they are together in the room. Okay, like they just could not hold themselves. Anyway, I do love aficionates, love people who express their love for one another and that are not ashamed, to express love. Love is such a beautiful thing and it needs to be expressed. And you don't have to respect anyone, okay? Go in with that kiss mantra. Mancha on someone. Anyway, I don't know how do I really feel about Azande's change of heart, deciding to go and attend or be in an initiating school. I mean, Azande was introduced to us as a super stubborn Makazi's son, but now he's soft and I think he wants to blend in with the family. And perhaps he sees that the best way he could ever possibly blend in with the family is to go to the initiating school, which I do think is the best thing for him, because at some point I did feel like him makes him to be like a bit insecure. Okay. Also, I thought that Wazande akolukanga traditionally, but he went to a doctor. I didn't know. Good see, like at all. Sana, surprising. Sana, this week on Inimba, we see the return of Zolega. Zolega is officially back, and now she will come back whilst Ostrebo is attending a ceremony of Oazande. Listen, the look on Ostrebo's face after not seeing the love of his life for a while. You can tell when a man really misses his wife. So proud of Azande. I cannot say this enough. Kesana. This is really proof that it's never too late for anything in life. Azande was mocked and made fun of for so many years. And right now, he is deciding to take a stand and say enough is enough by being mocked. He is going to initiating a school, and I am extremely happy for him because he made the right decisions. Now we get to see that also Luandle will decide to face the Mabandla family and come and apologize. We don't know how will his apology be received by the Mabandla family, but it clearly shows that it will trigger Uyanga. Poor Yanga has just been through so much and she deserves a break. Okay, a lot has been happening in her life right now. I'm like, okay, let's give Yanga some break right now. Let's give Yanga a huge break. But here comes Luandle, whom wants to apologize and perhaps clear his conscience over what happened that day, especially because he took a crucial decision to leave the scene and not be part of it. Oh, Yanga, my babe, ziyakukhalela ngoku. And you have definitely forgotten that you were thanking him for being gentle. Anyway, I do sympathize with Yanga, especially because she says she does not remember what happened, She feels like it was blocked out. She does not remember much. And she insists that really nothing happened beyond a kiss. And honestly, I do believe her, And even Udabs suggest that Yanga could have been drugged on that day. But also when you look at Somala, you're like, does he have it in him to drug someone, Like, it's not really convincing that he have it in him to drug someone. But when Yanga says, listen, I am innocent, I did not do this, I honestly do believe Uyanga. But yeah, it seems like right now this is not Yanga's year. It's definitely not Yanga's year. She has been nothing but a problematic child. I guess it has to do with being a teenager. Firstly, she was acting up, when her parents were going through a divorce. Now, this happened on her matric dance. Now, Somala coming to Yanga's house to explain her